Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Kelly Sparks, aka Redbeard. This is my little black pussy. Meow. 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 She hates being held, and she's awful sassy. She always wants to get in here. Bonnie hates it whenever she's getting attention. She's like, "Why are you holding me? I'm gonna rip your face off." Yeah. Meow. Alright, you're going out. Meow. Bonnie, get back. Come on. Get in here. Fuck you, stay out. Anyway. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry for the circus. The animal circus. So today we got another donation from Mr. Oscar. This is Woodinville's Bourbon, I think. I think it's Bourbon. He didn't write it on it. It's from Ken's Kegs in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's a store pick. It is barrel proof, 121.4 proof. Barrel number 3,971. So, I don't know a whole lot about Woodinville. I believe I've had the entry-level proof, or the entry-level before. And I know I've seen some reviews on it, and they talked highly of it. And it was really good, or they thought it was really good. So we're going to give it a go. I did a quick taste before I started with the animal business, but let's go. It smells really nice. Yeah, it smells just classic bourbon notes. Alright, see how it tastes. Off the first sip, there's obviously the classic. I hope it's the bourbon, because if not, I've already just screwed it up. But there's a big oaky presence, some astringency, so it has a bit of a little drying effect for me. But there's some mintiness, leather, touch of chocolate coming through on the back end. All in all, for 121 proof, and I don't know what the price point is on this one, so Oscar, if you wouldn't mind. 121.4 proof. It's got some warmth to it right now, but it doesn't drink like a 121. Now, I say that, and everybody knew out there, don't take my word for it. I mean, I have an experienced, well-used palate and taste buds, so I can drink a 120 plus proof whiskey and enjoy it and find all the notes and everything else in there, whereas someone who's new to the game, they drink a 120 and it just fireball. So be careful when you're dipping into these high proof whiskeys. I mean, you might see a review on it, everybody's just raving over it, and then you drink it and you're like, what the fuck? Like, those guys have no idea what the hell they're talking about. Because I did that when I first started out. And I told the story before. I'll retell it right now. Getting back into bourbons, moving over from Scotch back into bourbons, probably 4 or 5 years ago. And there's an old black man. He used to own a bar. I hadn't seen him in a long time. I don't know if he's still around or not, but he was probably well into his late 60s, early 70s at the time. And this was right at the time frame where Elijah Craig was changing their bottle design, and they were also taking the 12-year age statement off the small batch. So it was in that time frame, and he even said, he's like, that Elijah Craig 12 right there, that's some good stuff. And it's only 94 proof, but it was something I wasn't used to. And he's like, get it while you can. They're taking the age statement off and they're moving over. So he was in the know even back then. He wasn't just a drinker or an alcoholic or whatever. He knew what he was talking about. So I grabbed me a bottle, that old Elijah Craig 12, brought it home, took a sip, and it just completely lit me up. And like I said, it was only 94 proof. So at the time, I believe I was drinking everything on the rocks. I mean, I wouldn't even try it neat. So it's like, just fireballs. I'm like, that old man don't know what he's talking about. Don't ever listen to an old man who drinks whiskey. They freaking, all their taste buds and all the nerve endings are just fried from just drinking straight whiskey. But he knew what he was talking about. I was just inexperienced. So With that said, this is a pretty good pick in my opinion, and it's not too overpowering. Second sip kind of even opens up a little more, so you might have to desensitize your senses on the first one, and then, or just take a small sip. I think that's what the Whiskey Tribe guys do. They'll take a small sip just to kind of coat the mouth and all the taste buds and everything, and then they'll take another sip for the actual review. So you might have to do that. Go ahead and just, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? It's like prep the system before you try to taste it. But anyway, hey, don't forget, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I had my arm wrestling competition, my super matches this weekend. Unfortunately, I lost. Right hand, I've got the worst case of tendonitis, and I hope it's only tendonitis in my right hand. So as soon as any kind of pressure was put on it, and it starts right here in the fingertips, so the tendon that controls pulling your fingers down and clamping is the one that's inflamed. So as soon as they said go and I put pressure that way, it's like my brain just shut it off. It's like, nope, we're not doing that. And it was just beep. And then again, and it hurt so bad that first time. So it was painful. But it's no worse for wear right now. I'm just going to try to rehab it, take it easy for the next few months. Left-handed, and I'll see if I can't post a video, or if you go to the Facebook page, Texas Arm Wrestling League, I'll try to post a link here at the end or somewhere up here. Just look for it. You can watch my match, and there's a couple other matches in there. But you can watch my left-hand match. We had a really good battle left-hand, and it came down to a matter of skill level and experience. And he's had several years of experience, more than I do, in the arm wrestling community, and practicing and knowing what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. So it was a good experience. I learned a lot. Thank you. And he's actually watching, I don't know if he's watching all of my videos, but he found out that I did whiskey reviews. So he was, after we got finished arm wrestling, he gave me some tips. He was like, hey, what kind of whiskey you recommend? What's a good starter bourbon or whatever? And I was like, well, if you can find it, Weller Special Reserve is probably the easiest drinking, relatively inexpensive, if you can find it at retail, bourbon on the market. So that's what I told him. Hopefully he's watching. Thanks, Nick. Thanks for the lesson. But I'll try to post a video, or at least a link to the Facebook page where you can find that video. So go check it out. Give us a follow. It'll probably pop up on their YouTube page here pretty soon. Everybody will get to see me get my ass whooped. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But for Woodinville Barrel Proof, Ken's Kegs pick, I'd say it's a pretty good one. So I'm always, more often than not every single time, if you can find a barrel pick from a store, it's probably going to be at least a step above the normal release. So barrel picks are cool. There's tons of clubs out there doing barrel picks. So if you can't get your hands on one of these, find one of those clubs and join it. And I mean, they'll do a barrel pick. It's probably anywhere from $70 to $100 per barrel, or per bottle, depending on what type it is. So one of the local clubs here recently got a 15-year-old Widow Jane, and I missed out on that one, and I think it's sold out in 3 minutes. That's what the head guy for the club said. So maybe I'll get a taste of it one day. We'll see. But anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Thanks again, Oscar, for sharing your whiskey with me. I appreciate it. Check everything out. Check the description below for all the ways to help out with the bills around the house. Like the video, subscribe, share it with your friends. We're almost at 4,500 subscribers, so toot toot. Check out the Bearded Idiots. Hit the bell for notifications. And I think I'm missing something, but oh well. Like always, drink some whiskey, share it with your friends and family. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. Take care. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.